What's the ski? It's OCD with the OCD state of mind, man. This is breaking news to me, man. Uh, Let me present this up. Put some vibes to it. Now, I find this interesting. Nigerian court orders UK to pay 420 euros over 1949 killings of minors. This here's a statue commemorating the killing of the coal miners that was erected in the center of Enugu. All right. A Nigerian court has ordered the British government to pay to let me see, hold on. All right, let me run that back. A Nigerian court has ordered the British government to pay 27 million to each of the families of 21 coal miners killed in 1949 by the colonial administration in the southeast of the country. The colonial police, made up of Nigerians and Europeans, sadly to say, Nigerians and Europeans, your own people. You know, it's always part of the storyline. Shot dead, workers striking for better conditions. Dozens more were injured in what the state-run news agency of Nigeria described as one of the most notorious acts of repression under British rule in Nigeria. Historians say the killing helped galvanize support for the burgeoning anti-colonial movement that led to independence 11 years later in 1960. And might I say, it was a quite few number of African countries that gained independence in 1960. Of course, Nigeria being the highlight in this article. The UK government said it had not been formally notified of the judgment and so could not comment. The UK had not been represented in the proceedings. A spokesperson told the BBC. I want to come back to that. The UK had not been represented in the proceedings. A spokesperson told the BBC. Families and rights groups have led a decades-long campaign for official acknowledgement and compensation. The ruling delivered by Justice Anthony Onovo in Enugu described the massacre as unlawful and extrajudicial violation of the rights to life, NAN reports. And I definitely apologize if I mispronounced that name. Okay. According to him, the British government must be held accountable and must make reparations to the victims' families. These defenseless coal miners were asking for improved work conditions. They were not embarking on any violent action against the authorities, but yet were shot and killed, Onovo told the Enugu High Court. The workers at the Iva Valley coal mine were protesting against harsh working conditions, racial disparities in wages, and unpaid back wages. When their demands were not met, they adopted a go slow protest. Remember, she calls traffic go slow. Remember, she used to talking about, hey man, it's too much go slow. Hurry up. The go slow is building up. That's something crazy that I can remember. Anyway, adopted a go slow protest and occupied the mine to prevent management from locking them out, NAN reports. The suit was brought by human rights activist Matsi Greg Onoa. And please, I apologize, forgot that name wrong. Who listed the British and Nigerian governments as respondents. This ruling represents a significant milestone in the pursuit of historical accountability and justice for colonial era violations, affirming that the right to life transcends time, borders, and changes in sovereignty. said the applicant's lawyer, Professor Yemi Akinze George. If I got that name wrong, I definitely apologize. The killings took place on November the 18th, 1949 in Enugu, which was the administrative capital of the eastern region of British administered Nigeria at the time. Historian Dr. Oludumola Adeboele, if I got that wrong, I definitely apologize, told the BBC it was a trigger point for the independence movement. Calls for independence already existed and talks were ongoing. The massacre was a reference point for people outlining the need for the colonialists to go. He said during an official investigation at the time, the police defended the shootings by saying they feared being overwhelmed. But among those that the inquiry blamed were the colonialists in charge of the police for inflaming the situation. Colonialists. I can't say that word for shit. Colonialists. Those killed are now celebrated in the region as heroes. Additional reporting by Chiogozie Nwanu and Nduka Arinmo. And if I got that wrong, I definitely apologize. But yes, so I definitely hope that they definitely can win that. That'll be a big symbolized progression for blacks around the world. But definitely black Americans need their reparations done as well. And hopefully they can bounce back and feed off each other with the energy, though I know there's plenty of divide. I'm definitely open for conversation, man. I know there's plenty of divide in the African and Black American communities, man. But I think both need to fix home first, but definitely unifying is definitely a better formula of beating white supremacy in my honest opinion. But definitely comment, subscribe, share. I would love to have that conversation with the community. But I wanted to point out the UK had not been represented in the proceedings. A spokesperson told the BBC. The audacity. Okay, it's okay for them to point that out. Point that out. That's logic. It's logical. Yes, it's not fair, right? They weren't there. But let me bring up something else. Okay. Let me bring this up. Okay. This here is the Balfour Declaration of 1917. Let me just read it. Dear Lord Rothschild, I have much pleasure in conveying to you, on behalf of His Majesty government, the following declaration of sympathy with Jewish Zionist aspiration, which has been submitted to and approved by the Cabinet. His Majesty's government view with favor the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people, and will use their best endeavors to facilitate the achievement of this object, it being clearly understood that nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine or the rights and political status enjoyed by the Jays in any other country. I should be grateful if you would bring this declaration to the knowledge of the Zionist Federation. Okay. Now, the point in which I bring this up is this was from Lord Rothschild to, well, from Arthur Balfour to Lord Rothschild, pretty much getting the green light from the UK government to establish what we know today as them peoples, right? So 1948 Rothschilds, Israel. My point that I bring that up is the proceedings were done. by a selected few. And to this day, this is what they say the world order should be. Okay, so my point is, bring it back about the reparations for the miners. The BBC News reports that the spokesperson said that they weren't there for the proceedings. Seems to be the play all the time. But I definitely hope that you guys have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning. I hope everybody stays loving and friendly with everybody. We're in some crazy times. And come back, man. I'll be talking about politics, reacting to some videos, and whatever comes to O.C.D's mind. Okay? Have a great one. Until then, peace.